Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood fox guardian SzePlays. I play RPGs, TCGs, and like to be cozy as can be. Sorry if I still sound a little stuffed up. Hi Whitney. Yeah, no, I was feeling great, and then right before stream hit, all of a sudden it just felt like, oh, and it sucks. But we are going to try and get as far as we can in with this route. Because it's our last week. It's our last week for the automathon.
じゃあ今からキッチンに行こうか。ファルツォーネのヌッシュが待っているよ。
Rule? There's someone else in power besides Dante? It tilted my head in confusion as Nicola led me out of the salon. I don't think we're going to be able to finish the route because it's like 6 hours. And I still have to wake up tomorrow at like 2:30 in the morning. It smells so good in here. I wonder what's being prepared. I'll try and go as far as we can. I'll probably finish the rest as a long form on YouTube.
いいからどうぞ。あなたみたいな細い子は人の倍は食べないといけません。はつ。うまっ。
The young man around the same age as me was nibbling on some fried bread. He turned around and... Aw, he's a little cutie. Underboss.
美味しそうだね、レオ。
Uh-oh, got caught.
おはようございます、ニコラ坊ちゃん。
あ、おはよう、ジュリア。彼女はジュリア。ファルツォーネの屋敷のメイドたちを取り仕切っているんだ。
Oh.
昔からずっと勤めてくれている家政婦で、僕たちはみんな彼女の世話になっているんだよ。
それじゃ、そのお嬢さんがニコラ坊ちゃんが昨日の夜更けに連れ込んだっていう？
人聞きが悪い。保護したんだよ、保護。
ニコラ坊ちゃんは節度のあるお方ですからね。ファルツォーネのお屋敷に女性を連れ込むような真似はしておりませんでした。
Just noticed it kind of like hiding in the corner. Like, don't look at me.
外では何人の女性を泣かせているのか存じませんが。
I also just realized that we've been together for a whole year now. That's crazy, right? Like next month will be March 3rd is the 1 year anniversary of my streaming on YouTube. While I haven't been streaming very long on Twitch, it's been a whole year, yeah. And to celebrate that, I'm working on some voice packs that can go up. I'll have up for purchase on my. I'll find out where to put them up yet. I still gotta record it. I just finished writing the script, but I'm gonna try and make some merch for it. I'm really excited. Let me know if there's any like prints or photos you guys would like, especially of one of my outfits. So it can be of this Z. It can be of Sleepy Z. It can be Festive Z. Or maybe even Male Z. He made an appearance. But it's been really fun. And I just wanted to take this moment to thank everybody for that. And I'm also working on some stickers too that I'll have up for sale. Alright, back to the game. Sorry. I was so excited to say that. Come to think of it, he did wink at me like some playboy. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of girls outside waiting for him. Uh-oh.
気のせいかな。僕について悪いイメージを膨らませていない？
Not to worry. My image of you has not changed since the day we first met.
大丈夫なのかな、それ。
Nicola tilted his head and frowned. as he pondered over my response. That's a pretty good response. I turned to the keeper of the place to introduce myself. Sorry, trying to get my cocoa water. Coconut water. Nice to meet you, Gilia. My name is SzePlays. I'm honored to stay in your lovely home. There's much that I don't know, so I hope you can bear with me during this time.
まあ、ご丁寧にありがとうございます。
Yes, I am.
なかなかしっかりしたお嬢さんですね、ニコラ坊ちゃん。
なんで僕に向けて言うのかな。それよりジュリア、早速だけどこの子に何か食べるものをお願いしてもいい？
ええ、もちろんですとも。少しサロンでお待ちくださいな。
じゃあその前に何か飲み物だけでも用意しようかな。君はカフェラテかな？
Cafe latte sounds amazing right now. Yes, that sounds lovely. Well,
ミルク多めで砂糖も入れる？
yes, please. I gotta go to bed soon, so maybe the cafe latte would be better when I wake up. Nicholas smiled and began to prepare the drink. He gently poured the warm milk into the espresso. The milk foamed but blended beautifully with the espresso to become a masterpiece.
レオ。
Uh-oh. The young man that was watching us from a distance ran towards us.
はい、なんでしょう。
つまみ食いしている暇があるならこれサロンに運んでくれる？
Ooh, busted.
任せてください。一滴もこぼさずに運んでみせます。
言っておくけどこぼさないのは普通のことだからね。当たり前だよ。
Nicholas sighed with a shrug. He then looked at me and pointed to the door.
よし、サロンに戻ろうか。道は覚えている？
Probably. Yes, absolutely. I think.
じゃあテストしよう。僕は君の後に黙ってついていくから。
I'll try my best. I took a deep breath and stepped out of the kitchen with the two of them in tow. We're in the salon when I was sipping on the cafe au lait that was made earlier. Gilia came in with a smile on her face. It looked like the meal was ready. How does the audio
お
sound? Is
待
there
た
any
せしま
problems?
した。パンツェロッティが上がりましたよ。
Am I too loud? They look delicious.
どうぞお熱いうちに。
Why, thank you. The flavor of the pazzarotti could already be savored from the sight and smell alone. It's so hot, but so delicious. The flaky dough was filled with tomato sauce and mozzarella.
食べながらでいいから聞いて。せっかくだからついでに紹介しておくよ。
Oh, him. Nicola glanced over at the young man who was straightening himself up for the introduction. Aw.
彼はレオ。今後君の身の回りの世話と敬語役を兼ねることになると思う。
Hi. Aw.
はじめまして。俺、レオ・カバニスって言います。気軽にレオって呼んでください。
Pleased to meet you, Leo. My name is SzePlays. You can call me Foxy.
はい。あなたの事情は聞いてます。今回は災難でしたね。まだいろいろ不安なこともあると思いますけど、俺頑張りますから。よろしくお願いします。
Aw. I had a chapstick. I don't anymore. Oh well. Thank you, Leo. And the same to you as well.
はい。
できるなら僕がずっと君のそばにいてあげたいんだけど。僕も仕事があるし、いつも一緒ってわけにはいかないからね。
I understand. So what are your duties? I stopped myself from finishing my question. Leo called Nicola underboss earlier. The underboss was second in command to the boss. Nicola, the underboss. I didn't know you were... Come to think of it, he was speaking quite casually to Dante, the family boss. He also appears to have men working under him, so I knew he wasn't too subordinate, but... He was the second in command to the Burlos' largest family?
そんな風に見えないってよく言われる。僕はダンテのいとこでファルツォーネの分家筋なんだ。ファルツォーネは血縁を重んじる組織だからね。まあ、お飾りのアンダーボスだよ。
Oh. Responded to Nicola. You are very kind. Well, you are very kind. I wouldn't have expected you to be the underboss.
そうだね。僕は優しいから。
Alright. Leo, you don't look well.
いや、なんでもない。全然なんでもないです。
ともかく、僕の立場のこと、君はあんまり気にしないでいいからね。今までと同じように普通に接してほしいな。僕もそうするし。
Okay. Normally. Has your attitude towards me so far been normal to you, Nicola?
僕、何かおかしなことした？
Been awfully friendly for a girl you just met. He doesn't notice? Not at all, but you're a very thoughtful person, aren't you?
ええ、世話焼きですよ。
Gilia casually agreed with me in Nicola's place.
小さい頃からダンテ坊ちゃんの面倒をまるで実の兄のように海外しく見ていましたから、今もその癖が抜けないんでしょう。
Oh, I see.
ダンテ坊ちゃんとニコラ坊ちゃんは本当に仲がいいですからね。ニコラ坊ちゃんは分家のお屋敷も相続していますけど、今でもほとんどこちらで寝起きしていらっしゃいますし、5年前のあの時なんてダンテ坊ちゃん以上にニコラ坊ちゃんが動揺していたくらいで。
5年前って言うと、あ、先代のカポが殺された時の。
Oh. Gillian nodded with a sad look on her face. Killed? The newspaper article said that the previous Falzone boss died from illness. Odd, considering he was doing fairly well. Maybe he was assassinated. He recalled people around town speaking of such in a similar vein. I thought those were merely rumors. Gilia,
なんです？
was Dante all right back then? His father's passing sounds terrible.
ダンテ坊ちゃんは旦那様とあまり仲がよろしくありませんでしたからね。特に坊ちゃんが大きくなってからはお互いの立場から一線を引いた態度をとっておられましたし。
Oh, I see.
あの日はちょうどニコラ坊ちゃんが留守にしていた晩でしてね。その時はニコラ坊ちゃんなりに責任を感じておられたんでしょうね。
Oh no.
その後しばらくの間、坊ちゃんがらしくもない失敗を繰り返していたのを覚えていますよ。
ジュリア、その辺にしておいてよ。それ、ファミリー以外のましてや女の子に聞かせるような話じゃないと思うよ。
へえ、そんなことがあったとはな。いや、俺もそんな昔の話もうやめた方がいいと思う。締めっぽくなっちゃうしさ。それより食べる方に集中してくださいよ。 パンツェロッティは熱いうちに食べるのが最高なんですから。
Boss made a scary face, without scaring any of the women, hopefully. You're right. I'd better enjoy my drink while it's hot, too. Don't want to waste Nicola's masterpiece.
そうしてもらえると助かるよ。それと言うまでもないと思うけど。
I haven't heard anything here. I'll keep everything to myself.
お願いするよ。
What? Oh no, the ears are for show. They don't work. They're just fluffy. It's beautiful. After the meal, Nicola brought me to the garden, outside. Oh my, what a place! It's incredible! The carefully tended trees and bushes were lined up beautifully.
君は保護されるわけだから、しばらく屋敷の外に出られなくなってしまう。窮屈に感じることもあるだろうけど、そんな時はここで僕とおしゃべりしよう。外の空気に触れているだけでも少しは気持ちが和らぐはずだよ。
Thank you very much, Nicola. Hey, babe,
そんなに気に入ってくれた？
I mean, I was referring to everything you've done for me. You saved my life, and I can't thank you enough for it. You've even saved Elena and let me meet with Sister Sophia, too. Sister Sophia is like a mother to me. You can't imagine how happy I was. Meeting her eased my tension and brought a much-needed peace to my mind.
親代わりか。そういえば君は両親を失って教会に保護された身の上だったね。
How did you know?
ごめんね、調べた。君たちがどうしてラオ州に襲われたのか、その手がかりになるかもと思って。
Bane, it's almost been a whole year since I've been VTubing. And to commemorate that, I'm going to be selling some voice packs. I don't have them recorded yet. I'm still a little stuffy, so I kind of don't want to record something like that. But once I start feeling better, and hopefully before March 3rd, I'll have it up for post. I'll also post a free version too, so nobody has to feel obligated to buy. But if you do want to purchase them, that would be really great. I'm also making stickers, and I'm thinking about doing photo cards. So if there's any merch that you're interested in or would like to have me try out, let me know.
残念ながら特に何も出てこなかったけど。
I see. Nicola tried to find words to say to me as he looked around the beautiful garden.
僕もダンテと同じで親との関係がいいとは言えない家庭で育ったからね。いろんなしがらみがありすぎて正直なところ窮屈だったし、望む望まないに関係なく親とは疎遠だった。だからうまく言えないけど君の生まれを知って少し君のことを近くに感じたんだ。こんなこと言うと迷惑かな。
No, not at all. His concern brought warmth to my heart. Maybe that was why I felt much closer to Nicola now than before. Thank you. We looked at each other and smiled. A breeze passed through us, lifting the pleasant fragrance of flowers into the air. Oh, sorry, I just noticed that my chat on YouTube had disconnected. It was weird. Alright, chapter 2. A few days passed in the Falzone Manor. Though they treat me as a special guest, it made me feel a bit uneasy, so...
今日の昼飯もうまそうだな。これ、あなたが作ったんですか？
I asked if I could help, so now I was assisting with the daily chores. Yes, but under Gilia's guidance. I tossed some chimi de rapa with horchata. Then I topped it with some shaved borgata. I'm too stuffy to be reading all this. Horchata con creme de rapa was a local favorite in Pugala. But Bogata was pretty expensive, so I rarely used it back at church. Just as expected of the foul zones, they had nearly every ingredient one could want. I made some focacciata and some other antipasta as well. Antipasti. I can't read. We had a tradition of serving small portions from a variety of dishes. Preparing them all did take a while, but it was fun and well worth the time.
あー、めちゃくちゃうまそう。
そうだな。可愛い嬢ちゃんが作った料理だって思うと普段の倍はうまそうに見えるよ。何せこの屋敷のメイドはみんな年季が入りすぎてるからな。
Drop stuff. Oh my, don't tell me that foul zone men don't know how to respect their ladies.
もしそんな失礼な人がいたら、ドルチェ抜きですね。
おっと、勘違いしないでくれよ。俺実は熟女が好きなんだ。年季が入ったメイドは大歓迎さ。すまないが嬢ちゃんは20年経ったらまた来てくれ。
Well then, I guess you deserve this. A nice cut of dulce.
おお、グラッツェ。
I'm happy to see you're happy.
君すっかりみんなと仲良くなったみたいだね。
Welcome back, Nicola. Hadn't noticed he returned. He walked up to him upon his entry. Feels like it's been a while. He's been very busy and is hardly around nowadays. Are you sleeping? You don't look too well.
夕べ寝ていないんだ。でもこれから眠るよ。君が作ったドルチェを食べてからね。
Aww. Gilia now trusted my cooking and assigned me to bake the dulce. That's not a balanced diet. How about some roasted bream? I actually made the main dish today too. I coated the bream with lardo and roasted it with lemon butter. It comes with sweet potato mash on the side.
それは君の自信作？だったら食べないといけないね。
I responded to Nicola. You don't have to force yourself. I'm sure you'll like it. I smiled and nodded as I prepared his plate. I'm sure you'll like it. You must have some, Nicola. I really think he's going to miss out on what I made today, and without sleep or food, he's going to tire himself out and get sick. He has to eat when he has the chance so that he's well nourished. Nicholas smiled at me, sensing that I was concerned about his well-being.
そこまで言われると断れないね。メインもちゃんと食べるよ。だけど、もし美味しくなかったら、その時は責任取ってくれる？
Uh-oh. Responsibility?
口直しとか。
Wait, until you get a taste of today's dulce then.
そうだろうね。じゃあ、僕には分が悪いかな。
Aw.
はあ、今日のドルチェも最高でしたね。甘みと酸味のバランスが神秘的で。
I'm happy you liked it.
ストゥルーデルって温めるとめちゃくちゃ美味しいんですね。感動しました俺。
When have you had strudel? Yes, and they taste even better when it's getting cold like now.
レオはすっかり骨抜きにされちゃったみたいだね。
I'm happy to hear it. Glad I can be of some service while I'm here. Working and moving around has helped me keep my mind off of things going on.
そうだ、これから少し時間をもらえる？
Now? I thought you were going to sleep.
その反応は野暮ですよ。寝るまで一緒にいたいってことですって。分かってあげてください。
No. Leo, what in the world are you?
かなりマイルドに言ったつもりなんですけど、むしろ一緒に寝たいって
レオ、誘い文句を解説する方がもっと野暮だと思わない？
すみませんニコラさん、俺が無神経でした。
Really? I coughed to the side in an effort to hide the redness on my face. I turned to Nicola and nodded. I'm fine now. But do you mind waiting for me to clean up first?
ありがとう。ここでのんびり待っているよ。
ニコラ、余計な世話だろうが一つだけ言わせてくれ。
Uh-oh.
教会の子にはくれぐれも遊びで手を出すんじゃないぞ。
大事にしてあげてくださいね。信じてますよ。
Strange. Nicola's smile seemed a bit scary. I went back to the kitchen with the dishes. Gilia, I brought the dishes. It's so good to know that they ate everything clean off their plates.
それはよかった。おや、あらまあ。
Huh?
ニコラ坊ちゃん、全部召し上がったんですか？
Why, yes, even the garnish. Is there a problem?
坊ちゃんはラルドが苦手なんですよ。普段は食卓に出ても召し上がらないんです。
Really?
今日のタイはラルド包みだったのに、珍しいことがあるものですね。
Oh. Nicola didn't say a word about his dislike of Lotto. Yet he still ate it. Is it because I recommended it to him? Yes. I quietly washed the dishes while thinking about Nicola's reaction to my recommendation. I was finally done cleaning after the meal. Nicola brought me not to his room, but to the garden. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
ああ、気づいていたんだ。
A little, but you really shouldn't ask me like that. It really gave me the wrong impression.
気をつけるよ。次からはちゃんと君と二人きりの時に言う。じゃないと君の方が赤く染まったところを他の男にも見られてしまうしね。
Why, Nicola, you don't learn, do you? I could feel my cheeks getting warm as I protested. But my agitation didn't seem to bother him, and instead he was just smiling at me. In any case, I figured you weren't the type to ask me to go to your room. But you listened to me back then when I wasn't able to sleep. I figured it was my turn now to listen to what you have to say. Aww.
いろいろ気遣ってくれたわけだね。まあ今回は聞いてほしいっていうより聞かせたいっていうのが正しいかな。君も興味があるんじゃないかと思って。
Interesting?
オルロック、もう来ているね。
はい。
I didn't notice him there. A young man appeared from the shadows wearing a hood over his face.
彼はオルロック、ブルローネの情報屋だよ。僕とはそこそこ長い付き合いでね。前にも話したけど、君たちが襲われていることを知らせてくれたのが彼なんだ。
Okay. Yeah, he's the one that carried us to the hospital. So you're the informant. I didn't expect him to be that person, especially since I saw him often at church. I turned to him and apologized. I'm very sorry for not giving you my thanks back then. And thank you very much for saving us, Orlok.
放っておけなかったから。ニコラに知らせればきっと動いてくれると思った。
そうだね。彼女の危機を直接僕に教えてもらえたのは運が良かった。
That seems like an odd statement. He's making it sound like he was the lucky one and not me. Nicola noticed me pondering over his statement.
ああ、なんでもないよ。ちょっとした言葉のあやだから。
That's a weird thing to say.
それよりオルロック、あれから何か動きはあったかな？
人身売買の件についてなら特に何も新しい情報はない。女性がさらわれる事件だって彼女が襲われたあの晩が最後。今はすっかり鳴りを潜めていて、むしろブルローネの治安は良くなってると思う。
なるほど。こちらの調べと一致しているね。警察も同じ見解のようだし。やっぱり偶然じゃなく、ラオシュウは分かっていたということかな。じゃあオルロック、君は引き続き調査を続けてくれると助かるよ。有意義な情報は高く買う。
Orlok nodded to Nicola and quickly disappeared from the garden as mysteriously as he appeared. Nicola, about what you said earlier. His comment about how the Lao Shu knew something was bothering me. But
話はこれで終わりだよ。よければ部屋まで送らせてもらえるかな。
he abruptly changed the subject to show that he had no intention of continuing the conversation. Yes. Thank you, Nicola. In turn, I ask that you rest well.
そうさせてもらうよ。さすがに今日は疲れたから。
Nicola smiled and escorted me back to my room.
どうしたの？そんなに熱い眼差しを向けられると僕も照れちゃうな。
Oh, was I staring at you? I hesitantly said what was on my mind. I appreciate how kind you've been to me, but aren't you being a bit too kind?
そう？
You don't like lotto in your meal, right?
ああ、あれはね、今日はなんとなく食べてもいい気分だったんだ。
Somehow? You're too kind, Nicola, and it worries me a bit.
どう見えているのか知らないけど、僕は優しいばかりの人間じゃないよ。うちのファミリーは規律に厳しいからね。掟を破った者に対してだったらいくらでも非情になる。敵味方関係なく容赦はしない。ほら、レオは僕を怖がるだろ。部下は甘やかさないことにしているからね。
Really? I suppose Leo must know Nicola's demeanor as a member of the mafia.
だけど、君は何もしていない。何より、一般人の女の子に対して厳しく接する理由はない。だから普通にしているんだよ。それを優しいと感じるかどうかは君次第じゃないかな。
Does that mean you're not approaching me as a part of the mafia? But rather, approaching me as an individual? Nicola gave me a gentle smile. His gaze upon me was making my heart race. The following day, after Nicola introduced me to Orlok. Okay, the windows are all done?
いいんですよ、掃除なんて。あなたは保護されているわけで、メイドとして雇われているんじゃないんですから。ただでさえ食事の準備とかも手伝ってもらってるってのに。
But I need to do something to pass the time. Gilia asked for help too. Back when I was at the church, we all had our responsibilities and chores for the day. So I can't imagine passing the time without doing anything.
習慣ってことですかね。じゃあせめて趣味の範囲でお願いしますよ。あなたをこき使ってると思われたら俺が大目玉食らっちゃいますからね、ニコラさんに。
If that happens, then call me. I'll explain myself to Nicola.
よろしくお願いします。
After I finished wiping down the windows, I peeked into the kitchen to see Gilia.
ああ、いいところに。 申し訳ないんですが、ダンテ坊ちゃんにカプチーノを運んでもらえます？今手が離せなくて。
Why, of course, to his office, right?
ええ、お願いします。
Huh? Just as I was about to knock on the door, I heard someone's voice coming from inside.
ああ、今後も何か困ったことがあれば遠慮なく頼ってくれ。君のお父様の代からファルツォーネとはずっと懇意にしてきたのだから。
I know this voice. Is it Gerald Paris? Gerald Paris was a famous Berlinian politician. He was very popular among the citizens. I remember him coming to church often to see how the children were doing. I didn't know he had connections with the Falzone family. I guess I shouldn't go in now.
どうしたのかな、こんなところで。ダンテに用。
Oh, hit the button too quick. Nicola. Nicola looked down at my hands and immediately responded.
ああ、カプチーノか。僕が運ぶよ。ちょうどダンテに仕事の話があるからね。
Are you sure? I felt bad that he was going to take it to Dante when Killia asked me to do it.
気にしないで。と言っても君は気にするか。じゃあ代わりに僕にエスプレッソを入れてもらえるかな。後でサロンに行くから。そうだな、30分後くらいにお願いできる？
You can count on me. Thank you, Nicola. I thanked Nicola for being so thoughtful as I handed over the tray with the cappuccino. I turned around and left the office, heading back to the kitchen. 30 minutes had passed. Nicola, here's the espresso you asked for. As a small token of my appreciation, I also brought a small tray of pistachio biscotti to the salon when all of a sudden...
あまり警察を見くびるなよ。罪を認めろ、ニコラ・フランチェスカ。
Huh?
静かにしてくれないかな。最近寝不足でね、頭に響くんだ。
I stopped right at the entrance to the salon. Inside were Nicola and Roberto, along with a number of the Falzone men. The men had their guard up and were ready to pounce on Roberto at any moment. Noticing me at the entrance, Roberto suddenly gasped in surprise. Nicola didn't say a word to him, and instead looked at me and smiled.
ありがとう。嬉しいよ。
I'm sorry, I didn't know you had a guest. I only brought enough here for you.
いいんだよ。彼はすぐ帰るからね。
Roberto glared at Nicola's lack of interest. I could tell very easily that Roberto was beyond angry.
お前が納得のいく説明をするなら、俺もすぐに帰ってやる。
He was trying his best to hold it in his anger, but it was quite apparent in his eyes.
お前が裏から手を回して投獄されていたファルツォーネの構成員を強引に釈放させたことは分かっている。罪を償ってもいない犯罪者を放免するなど釈明のしようもない重罪だろ。
説明はもう済ませたはずだよ。君にではなく警察署と裁判所に公的な手順を踏んでね。
犯罪者め、恥を知れ。
君はどうも僕を買いかぶってくれているようだけど、僕一人に一体何ができたっていうのかな。司法に干渉するだけの権力があるって？司法と警察が公正に判断した結果、ファルツォーネの構成員は釈放された。それだけのことじゃないか。
Nicola replied gently in an effort to try and quell Roberto's anger. Then all of a sudden, the tone of his voice changed.
最近年頃の女性が失踪する事件が続いていたよね。それが急にピタリと止んだ。事件性の有無すら判断できない君たち警察は捜査をさっさと切り上げて、手が空いたのをいいことにいそいそとマフィアの検挙に乗り出してきたってところかな。
quietly listened to their conversation.
そんな暇つぶしの影響を受けるこちらの迷惑も考えてほしいね。
マフィアを検挙するのは我々警察の正当な職務だ。一つの事件が落ち着けば次の仕事に移るのは当然だろう。そもそも犯罪組織に属するお前たちに警察を批判する資格はない。
資格はないね。君は自分が口にする言葉をもう少し顧みた方がいい。この町で僕たちファルツォーネに対して単なる一刑事がそんな態度をとっていいと思っているのかな。自分にはその資格があるって？親切心から忠告しておくよ。今後は身の振り方に注意すべきだ。少なくとも君がブルローネの住民でいるうちは。
At least I know how things work around here. I guess Nicola has no plans of causing further ruckus, at least for now. The tension began to rise in the salon. Roberto was still glaring at Nicola. He opened his mouth to speak, but Leo knocked on the wall to request attention.
ニコラさん、お客です。
マルコ。
迷惑をかけてすまねえな、ニコラ。そいつの勝手な言動は全部上司の俺の責任だ。
マルコ、あなたがこんな奴らに頭を下げる必要は。
ロベルト、お前はまだこの町の仕組みがわかんねえのか。いい加減にしろ。帰るぞ。
Yeesh. Roberto reluctantly headed to the door with Marco. On his way out, he stopped in front of me.
お前も来い。
Huh?
何をやっているのか知らないが、お前はこんな連中のところにいるべきじゃない。マフィアとはさっさと手を切り、今まで通り教会で下働きでもしていればいいだろう。
Oh, I...
まったく信じられないな。君は女性に対しても高圧的な態度をとるんだね。彼女がどこにいるのかなんて彼女が決めることだよ。それとも連行でもするつもり？
貴様らのことだ。何か弱みを握って彼女を拉致監禁しているんだろう。マフィアの屋敷に教会の娘がいる。どう考えても異常だ。今この瞬間こそ言い逃れできない犯罪の証拠になる。
Roberto's hostility was growing. I'm here of my own will. Roberto, I'm afraid you've misunderstood.
誤解だと。
I'm here of my own will. There's nothing about me that the police need to worry about.
自分の意思でマフィアの屋敷に。いや、そんなわけがないだろう。信じられない。ありえない。絶対に。
Does he secretly have feelings? I thought he hated us. But it's the truth, and... Nicola gently placed his hand on my shoulder to try and calm me down.
この子は僕の大切な女性だよ。
Huh?
まさか警察は人の恋路にまで首を突っ込んだりしないよね。
Someone special? He's joking like usual, right? This is a bit too much for me to handle. Roberto looked stunned. Seeing me show a favorable disposition towards the Mafia must be shocking to him. I could only assume what he was witnessing was far beyond belief from his point of view.
覚えておくといい。彼女を傷つけるのは僕が許さない。君の正義を押し付けるな。
貴様。
というわけで刑事さんたちはそろそろ帰ってくれないかな。これ以上僕たちの貴重な時間を奪わないでほしいね。
帰るぞロベルト。
しかしマルコ。
お前が心配する気持ちは多少わからんでもないが、この子を大事にしてくれんだろ、ニコラ。
もちろん。
なら別に問題ねえな。
Marco somewhat forcefully dragged Roberto out of the manor.
それで、あの刑事を親切に屋敷へ入れてあげたのは誰なのかな。
俺だ。
最低の判断だね。いくら屋敷の前で騒いでいたからってわざわざ招き入れてやる必要はなかった。
I had never seen Nicola this angry before as he scolded his elder subordinate.
屋敷の中で暴力沙汰になると僕たちに不利に働く可能性が高い。先に手を出したのがどちらでもね。騒ぎが大きくなればもみ消すのも面倒になる。場合によってはカポの評判にも関わる。頼むからこんなくだらないことでダンテを煩わせないでほしいね。
申し訳ない。ファミリーに誓って同じミスは犯さない。
Yeesh. I could only stand by and watch as the espresso I brought went cold by the minute.
なんだか変なところを見せてしまったね。怖かったんじゃない？
Just a little.
君が入れてくれたエスプレッソを飲み終わったら外の空気でも吸いに行こうか。気分転換しよう。中庭の花壇にちょうど新しい花が咲いていたよ。
Yes, I can't wait. I awkwardly nodded at Nicola's smile. I let out a sigh in the garden. The cool air felt much better compared to the tension back in the salon. Nicola, you were talking earlier about how the abductions weren't happening anymore. I recalled Orlok mentioned something similar as well. Back then, I didn't have the chance to ask about it, but does that mean the Lao Shu have stopped? Can I go back home then? Nicholas smiled hesitantly at me and spoke as if he were comforting a child.
そうだね。君が人身売買のために狙われることはなくなった。けど、君はラオ州の犯罪の目撃者なんだ。今後も狙われる可能性は十二分にある。
Then, when can I go home?
ファルツォーネがラオ州を潰せば、君は安全に
we're
な
on
る。
a whole eradication route. Okay. How long might that take? Weeks? Months? Nicola quietly closed his eyes, hearing my anxious questions.
ごめんね。
No, I'm sorry. I understood very well how much effort they made in securing my safety. And trying to eliminate the Lao Shu wasn't going to happen overnight. It would obviously take some time. I know the Falzone is doing a lot for me, but I hope I can leave soon. The church is my home, after all. Asking for that wasn't going to help Nicola at all. I decided to talk about his conversation with Roberto to change the subject. Nicola,
どうしたの？
remember you said that you got your men released from the police? That was all true, right?
よくわかったね。
It sounded real coming from you. You are the underboss, after all. He looked at me with his usual calm expression.
僕は法に背く行いをする。ロベルトの言うように紛れもない犯罪者だ。
But can't you make choices that don't go against the law?
そんなものが存在するなら君の希望を叶えてあげたい気持ちもあるけど、そもそも君は僕たちファルツォーネがマフィア。
I'm gonna have you guys go on a short break. I gotta go and really blow my nose. I'm sorry. So sorry. It looks like chat's still going weird. So sorry. But at least I sound better now. I can breathe.
犯罪組織なんだってこと忘れてしまっているんじゃないかな。
The members of the Falzone family have all treated me well since my arrival here. Maybe that had warped my perception. I was probably living a life that lacked any input from reality. Almost as if I was dreaming. Nicola's words brought me back to my senses. I was being held in the custody of the Mafia. I was under the care of a criminal organization.
僕たちは力を示す必要がある。力のある相手には誰も歯向かおうとしないからね。結果として余計な争いは避けられる。これが最も合理的な方法だと思うよ。失望したかな。
I responded to Nicola. I don't know which one to hit. I'll say a little. There's no way I can condone criminal activities. No matter who it is, breaking the law to bring misfortune to others is wrong. I know what I'm saying is idealistic. It would be better if he could look for an option that wouldn't bring harm onto others.
そう。優しいんだね、君は。夢を見るのも大切なことだよ。何も考えないよりずっといい。他に何か気になることは？
Anything else, I was a bit surprised at how strict you were against one of your own men. I know you said you weren't kind to your men, but still.
うちのファミリーは規律に厳しいからね。掟を破った者に対してだったらいくらでも非情になる。敵味方関係なく容赦はしない。
It's not that I didn't believe him, but after seeing the harshness play out in front of me today, it made me realize maybe I was being a bit too optimistic of the situation I was in.
規律は大切だからね。末端のほころびはいずれ組織を崩壊させる。だからこそ構成員一人一人の行動には気を払わなくちゃいけない。僕はダンテをファルツォーネファミリーを支える立場の人間だからね。ファミリーの害になる目は素早く摘む。それが僕に課せられた役目だよ。
That must be Nicola's role as the underboss. This might have been the first time I saw Nicola as a member of the Mafia.
じゃあ、改めて君に聞こうかな。君は今、マフィアの幹部である僕と二人きりで話をしているわけだけど、どう？怖くはない？
I responded to his question. We're both humans, so I'm not scared.
勇敢なんだね、君は。
You've been treating me nicely ever since I came here too.
あまり信じすぎてはいけないよ。僕は悪い人間だからね。何せ犯罪者だ。
Nicola's teasing words made me giggle.
ああ、そういえば。さっきロベルトたちに対して君のことを僕の大切な人だって紹介しちゃったね。君の承諾も得ずに勝手な真似をしてごめん。心から謝罪するよ。
Well, it did surprise me, but you had to do what you had to do. Don't worry about me. It's all right. I understand.
ありがとう。けど、やっぱり言い訳としては下の下だったかも。
Really?
だってほら、あの刑事は君のことが気になっているみたいだし。
What? You mean Roberto? Oh, absolutely not. He's never been particularly kind to me. In fact, I think he may actually hate me. We've never even spoken casually before. Looks like my YouTube chat is just struggling to try and find a connection. A few days pass since Marco's visit to the manor. I'll see if I can pull it up on my phone and see that way if anybody's trying to talk. I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't see any messages, but just in case. Come in. Nicola, what is all of this?
教会から君の荷物が届いたんだ。シスターソフィアが身の回りのものをまとめてくれたらしい。君宛ての手紙も預かっているよ。返事を書くなら届けてあげる。
Oh my. What a pleasant surprise. Grazie, Nicola.
どういたしまして。ダンテからも君には不自由させないようにって頼まれているからね。
Dante said that? After Nicola took his leave, I began thinking to myself. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Dante for a long while now. Well, he is the boss, so it's only natural that he'd be busy. The last time I saw Dante was when Sister Sophia was here. Nicola took the cappuccino from me and brought it to Dante in my stead, too. Dante was the Falzone family boss and the heir to the manor. His care and distinction provided me all that I needed to live here comfortably. Isn't there a way I can show him my thanks? I kept wondering about it as I left the room to go to the kitchen.
ダンテ坊ちゃんの好きなものですか？そうですね。いろいろありますよ。好き嫌いのはっきりしている方ですから。
Oh? Does he like sweets? Maybe fruits?
甘いものは大体お食べになりますよ。果物ならイチゴなんてお好きですね。
Aww, that's so cute. Strawberries? That's perfect. I made some strawberry jam back at the church.
まさか取りに行くつもりですか？ニコラ坊ちゃんが許さないと思いますよ。
Could someone get them for me, perhaps?
ええ、それならいいでしょう。後でメイドたちが買い物に行くついでに教会に寄ってもらいます。
Really? Thank you, Gilia. That would be great.
お礼ならメイドにお願いしますよ。私は洗濯物を片付けに行ってきますから。キッチンにあるものは好きにお使いなさいな。
Thank you. I hurriedly rolled my sleeves in preparation. I'm gonna try and send a message and see if. Good. It came out perfectly. Out from the oven, a freshly baked strawberry corsata. I baked using a very flaky cookie dough, filled with the strawberry jam I made back at the church. I promised to bake a fresh pie from the maids who brought the jam for me today.
いい匂いがすると思ったら君だったんだね。ジュリアは？
She went to do the laundry.
彼女も忙しい人だね。それで君は？
Me? I was just baking some corsatas.
うん、それはわかるんだけど、今日は出払っている人間が多いからわざわざお茶の準備はいらないだろう。だからそれ誰のために焼いたのかなって。
Well, should you say for Nicola or for Dante? I'm gonna be honest. We're baking them for Dante. I baked them for Dante. I just wanted to thank him for letting me stay here. It's the least I could do to show respect to him as a boss. Am I overstepping my boundaries?
いや、そんなことないと思うよ。ダンテも喜ぶんじゃないかな。あれで甘いもの好きだし、それにダンテを気遣ってくれるのは僕としてもありがたいよ。
Say, Nicola, do you mind having a bite? I began to cut the corsata into slices. I was planning on serving a slice to Dante. The rest were for everyone else here.
味見か。
You don't like croissantes, or is it the strawberries you don't like?
そんなことはないんだけど、ダンテには感謝の贈り物で、僕は味見なんだなって。
Hi, gamer. Oh, that's not it at all. That's not what I was implying.
本当に？
I really appreciate what you've done too. I thought that was pretty clear.
もっとはっきり伝えてほしいな。その特別っていうのをぜひ。
How?
そうだな。その美味しそうなクロスタータの一口目を君が食べさせてくれるっていうのはどう？
Playboy. Huh?
だって特別なんだよね。
Playboy. Nicola naturally came closer to me, all of the while with his usual smile.
それとも
Fine, I'll feed it to you. I held the fork up in my hand. No use in me holding back here. I need to do this. If I don't do this, I feel like things are only going to take a turn for the worse. I didn't have to get that close. We looked at each other closely. His charming smile was relaxed, while my face and body were tense from the pressure. Okay, here I go.
そんな厳しい顔して言われてもね、嫌なら無理しなくていいんだよ。
I think the first time I tried to do this with my boyfriend, I ended up hitting the corner of his mouth and like sticking the fork or this, I can't remember if it was a fork or a spoon, but I ended up putting it right into the corner of his mouth instead of in his face. It was so embarrassing. It's not that, it's just embarrassing.
そんなに恥ずかしいんだったら無理にとは。
It's okay, Nicola. I want to show you my appreciation. Just open your face. This is just my way of showing that. I stated it strongly as if I was trying to convince myself.
君がそこまで言ってくれるならお願いしようかな。
Hi, Barbie. Yeah, no, it's such a cute game. Yes, open up, Nicola.
いただきます。
And with that, I slowly moved the croissant closer to his mouth. Nicola opened wide and took a bite.
美味しかったよ。ごちそうさま。
My pleasure. I worked really hard on it, so I'm happy you liked it. Is there a problem?
いや、君のこと好きだなと思って。
What? You're lying, right?
ひどいな。嘘じゃないよ。
But you aren't serious, are you?
まあ、それはね。
You're a kind gentleman, but sometimes you can be a real mean. I don't think it's very nice to say things that can be misunderstood. Nicola laughed like a kid and moved away. You can lie with a smile on your face. I'd better watch out next time.
君だって人のこと言えないよ。普段はおしとやかなお嬢さんだけど、たまに結構辛口だよね。それに僕だって嘘ばかり言っているわけじゃないんだから、そんなに警戒しなくても。
I am a lady. I'm just a lady that fights back. What was it in that movie? I'm a lady, that's why. Oh, the aristocrats. I'm trying to think of how that line went. Oh, it'll come to me. You don't even deny that you lie. I let out a deep sigh and placed Dante's slice of croissanta on a plate. It was freshly baked, so I should take it to his office while it was still warm. He just wanted to be a butthead.
ダンテ、入るよ。
Oh, that's right. Ladies do not start fights, but they can finish them. That's the line. Nicola knocked and opened the door without waiting for Dante's response.
不可能なら可能にすればいい。勘違いするな。これは命令。
He's on the phone. Maybe we better come back later. I worriedly looked at Nicola to see what we should do. He smiled back as if there was nothing to worry about.
話は終わりだ。切るぞ。
Dante ended the call abruptly. I keep pushing the button abruptly. He quickly put down the phone.
それで何をしに来た？
For fun. Dante looked at us with a frown. I responded hesitantly. I begged a Corsata to show my appreciation for all that you've done for me. I was hoping you'd like it.
そうか。
僕もさっき食べさせてもらったけど美味しかったよ。
Without changing his expression, Dante took a bite of the Corsata. He then took a sip of the cappuccino and savored the pairing.
入れ。失礼します。あ、やっぱりニコラさんここにいたんですね。ちょっと報告が。
Oh,
すぐに行く。
report.
はい。
With serious expressions, Leo and Nicola took their leave. As for me, I feel like I missed the opportunity to leave the office. I should have left with Nicola. Being alone with Dante was making me feel nervous. Looks like Dante's about to finish the Corsata. There's not a crumb left on the plate. I suppose he must have liked it.
ところで、ファルツォーネでの生活に不便はないか？
Yes. Every day has been enjoyable, especially with how kind everyone has been.
そうか。
Is he concerned about my life here?
ニコラと親しくなったようだな。
Yes, he's a very nice person. He was just bullying us in the kitchen, but that's fine. The room was silent. Well, I should return to the kitchen. Thank you for finishing the meal. I gathered the empty plates and cup and quickly left the office. Oh, we got a bad omen.
それで報告って？
うちの巡航船員の不審な他殺体が街中で発見されたそうです。
見つけたのは？
うちに協力的な市民です。まだ警察には知らせていません。
じゃあ急いで現場に行こう。邪魔が入る前に調べておきたい。
カポには報告しなくていいんですか？
もう少し事態がはっきりするまでこの件については伏せておきたい。
そうですね。わかりました。じゃあ現場まで案内します。
I hurried down the hall with Leo in front. I was a bit worried about leaving her behind in the office, but
切り替えよう。今は仕事だ。
I looked at the body in the Fallas District alleyway. Leo went to speak with the person who found the body.
銃殺か。それも背後から一発。眉間を撃ち抜くように。
Yeesh. This is the same way my other subordinates died, the night I took custody of her.
抗争で揉めて死んだというより、まるで処刑でもされたような。
Yeesh. I heard footsteps approaching and looked up to see a familiar face.
情報を売りたい。ニコラに。
耳が早いな。僕がここにいるってよくわかったね。
ちょうどニコラが来たのは運が良かった。俺は殺人現場を回ってただけだから。
Uh-oh.
最近街でブルローネマフィアが死んでる。組織関係なく。気になってるかと思って。
いいね。まさに僕が欲している情報だ。
ストラノを含めた全地区で同じような事件が
You have
起
to
きて
wake
る。
up really early. and this is going to probably be the last live stream that we do, but I'll finish the route as long form videos. So you guys aren't going to be held in suspense. They are going to be finished. Don't worry about it. The game is good. Hopefully we got the good ending.
アルカでの被害は少ないけど、警察署の周辺でもいくつか死体が上がってる。
この町の警察は飾りだからね。面倒だけど怖い存在じゃない。
The fact that the police couldn't control the crime rate was to be expected.
気になるな。
Yeesh. It didn't seem like the disturbing events in Burlo was going to cease anytime soon. We'll get to the next chapter. I gathered the empty plate and cup and quickly left the office. Alright, this is chapter 3. There should be 5 more chapters after this. But I unfortunately have to go to sleep. So we're gonna save it. And we will pick this up as a long form video next time. The automathon is almost over. I think we have one more series for Date Everything, Cupid Parasite, and Jack Jean. So, but I will try and keep one of these going for Thursday stream. Probably Jack Jean, because I think that one's going to take us the longest. I'm so happy you guys were all here with me. And just a reminder, I'm going to be having some merch going on sale soon. I'll post on Instagram and YouTube when I have the actual site up for purchase. It's going to be a voice pack of us celebrating our 1 year together. So thank you, everybody. You've made this a wonderful year. I'm so happy that we got to play together. I'll see you again next time. Bye.